Good evening. Welcome. It's wonderful to be on Gino's spot.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of BE town. Don't drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver, get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot!
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot!
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino's shot!
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot!
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot!
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Center Stage.
It's time, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gino's spot. Gino couldn't be in, obviously. I'm Clyde Smithers. Gino chose me because I'm so of my confidence and amazing ability to whip up a crowd. So everybody say yeah. Yeah. Online is so amazing sometimes. Hello, Carol Jacobs. Nice to see you online as well. Fantastic to have you here. Whoa, it's so cool. I'm used to online stuff because online is the best. Okay, it's not, but it's something to go on with for now. And you've got to be confident. You've got to be that guy. You know, they say, how do you stand up there and do it, Clyde? How do you get up? You remind me of the statues of old. You know, like you're taller than you think. Like the Venus de Milo. Venus de Milo. I'm more than that. I've got more arms. And or the statue of David, which is understandable because I'm pale and smooth, and I'm missing half of my parts. So I'm used to it. I'm alright. Hello, Milchwissen. Hello, Snorra. Yes, it's because of my jacket. I got it. I did see it. I forgot that I had this jacket on. Because, you know, it's tough to be up here, man. You guys don't understand. I had to have a tough childhood in order to do this. My mother, I remember my earliest memory of my mother is looking at her through the window of the oven. We were playing hide and seek. She's like, you're getting warmer. My father was really good at hide and seek. He was like a lankard. We looked the whole day. We couldn't find him. Eventually, we found him in the babysitter's room. So, ladies and gentlemen, We have an incredible evening tonight. We do. Thank you to Spa and thank you our sponsors, Spa and Fitch and Leeds. Tell us what you're drinking. I have here a little gin and tonic. I've got a. It's called a blushing mimosa. That's right. It's orange. Can you see? It's orange. That's right. Blushing, because obviously when you blush, you go orange. Well, Donald Trump does anyway. So have a drink and enjoy it. Tell me what you're drinking. And obviously, I've got also a Punter's gin, which was kindly given to us by a punter. The Punter's fantastic. It's got a very winner's choice. It says, "Cause we all winners." Okay, only some of us are. Only the winner at the end of the night for the competition. Don't forget about that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got two amazing guests on tonight as well, which I can't wait. We've got Dave Levinsohn and Kurt Schoonraad, like in the picture. Check the picture. That's right. And they will be at the Music Kitchen 26th. And also on the 25th, they're going to be at Knysna Blend Country Club. So if you're near to Knysna on the 25th, make sure that you get there as well. And also they will be at Hungklip at another as yet undisclosed date. I'm going to find it. Hello, Stephen Taylor, SA. Hello, happy International Happy Day. Oh, excellent. Just looking at me. Oh, some people just don't take me seriously. Natalie Coleman, hi from Oz. Woo, you must be late there. I don't know if it's late or early, but hey, Natalie Coleman, happy. Obviously, XPE there. Of course, punters, Keith Clark. That's right. Keith, thank you so much for the punters. It's been very, very nice hitting PE at the moment. So pop into tops. Pop into Tops and have a look. And it tastes very, very nice. Tell us what you're drinking. Tell us where you're drinking from. Indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gino's Spot. We have Fitch and Leeds, our sponsor, as well as Emubia, our other sponsors tonight, indeed. And we're going to have a fantastic time. Let's send me your comments and I'm going to sing them. Do the opening song and we'll get going with our amazing show with Dave and Kurt. Indeed. All right, let's have, I think we'll do a song. This, like this. Oh. Woo. Oh. Hello, Catherine, Belinda. Hello, sir. Hello, sir, from German. And Natalie, go, man. It's almost 1 a.m., my brew. I love and miss you, you must be drunk again. And Philippa Fabry says wine and soda. Emil Goosen says, hello, Snorra. Let's say, just me and you, Shauna and Pendock. Hey, Gino. Wendy Tompkins Thompson. Hello, Gino, says Jerome Hendricks. Skunk and dop for you. All right. Hey. Vivian Trobeck. Danny and Worm from Oudtshoorn. And Natalie Coleman. Almost 1 a.m., my brew. Almost 1 a.m. Are you drinking, Natalie? It's so late, you got to get your beauty sleep sooner than your Compton says. Hello, Gino. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. Sometimes love do what you baby. Oh, so good. Oh. I ain't talking no Carol. Carol Jacobs from East London. Natalie Coleman. She said, yo, bro, oh, awesome hearing you again. Be best pet food. Woo! That's right. Everybody's waiting up. Oh, it's so good. Sonic Dominique Versace. Woo-hoo, you bet party time. Looking forward to seeing you. Until then we party live online. Island rum and raspberry from the islands there in Mauritius. You're lucky. Whatever the word I was thinking of. Oh wait. Hey, hey! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Gino's Spot. Woo! All right. We've got a lovely show tonight. Two complete lunatics coming into the studio tonight, which is fantastic fun for me as well. And well-respected comedians from Cape Town, all the way from Cape Town indeed. Dave Levinsohn, of course, and Kurt Schoonraad. And a lot of you would have remembered Going Nowhere Slowly. I think they both did stints on there. We're going to talk all about their careers and what they've been doing. And about the new show that is coming to the Music Kitchen, obviously, on the 26th as well. They're coming to the Music Kitchen to entertain Gqeberha. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we get there, we're going to go and do our Fitch and Leeds, our sponsor. Thank you so much to Fitch and Leeds for supporting. Of course, to Spar as well. And you can get your Fitch and Leeds from Tops. And then also get your internet from Mubia. And they've been supporting us all the way through lockdown. And we're getting towards our 1 year anniversary, our first year anniversary. Can you believe it's been a whole year since we've been doing Gino Spots? It's incredible. Every single Tuesday and every Saturday. And thank you all for your support. It's been fantastic. I think we've got something going here. It's like interactive television. Fantastic fun. All right, so let's have a look at what Fitch and Leeds have. The third installment of the Fitch and Leeds adventure. I think this was an experiment that they did with some students. I think they did some videos for Fitch and Leeds. Let's have a look at this one.
When the sun goes down and you need a little tipple, Fitch and Leeds have got a flavor for the people.
Leeds,
Yes, old chap.
this drink,
It's good, isn't it?
I'd say it's exceptional, old boy, but why are our names on it?
Our names? Yes.
I could tell you.
But then I'd have to kill you.
Fitch and Leeds have got a mixer that'll fix you on the table.
Fitch and Leeds, the bespoke mixer for the discerning individual. Jolly good indeed. Fitch and Leeds, a little story about Fitch and Leeds and how they made the drinks in the first place. I don't know how much truth there is to all that, but you know, it's interesting to watch. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got our guests on tonight. Are we going to bring them on one at a time? So that we can just sort of focus, do a little bit of focus first, and introduce them properly. Our first comedian to pop on tonight, all the way from Cape Town, I believe he's just gone down to Cape Town quite recently, is Dave Levinsohn. And Dave is well respected in the. Whenever I bump into anybody, any of the comedians, that was Dave. Oh, he's great. Dave is great, and he's well respected amongst the comedians themselves, and also the king of improv comedy apparently, but also all sorts of off the wall, completely off the wall. Please welcome onto my stage, Dave Levinsohn. Hello.
Newcomer. Welcome. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Dave. Sorry, hello. Well, I don't think you're front. I believe they were all drunk in 2005. I see you've got the whole vow of silence thing. Okay, I'll show you. You can engage with your consumer. Shazam, Shazam, Shazam. This is the longest I've ever spent in a women's change room without being arrested. Competition.
what better way to do that than by using superheroes?
Something to smile at a crack. To crack a smile at, sorry. Don't smile at a crack. If the plane loses cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop from the ceiling to rest on its laurels. And whenever my car breaks down, I just know that that's it. It's broken now. I can't. And then you always get the clever people who say, have you tried this? Have you tried that? I don't know. I don't even know what that guy that opens your boot and then comes to the window with a stick. And I look at the stick and he looks at me and we both look at the stick and I'm like, where did you find that? Did you just take that out and put that back? Apparently it's the oil.
Apparently it's the oil. Dave Levinsohn. Hello there.
Hi, I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting you.
Hey.
Hi.
Ah. I'm sure you would. You take your time, Dave.
What is this? Wait, let me also do a 7-hour intro for my show.
Are you ready now? Are you ready? Cheers.
I saw you with a tie. I put a tie on.
Oh, excellent. I'm so glad. Lucky 13. Did you get that at the casino?
No, I got it from your mom.
Ah!
No, you know what? Actually, I got this in Australia at a comedy festival in Perth with Kurt Schoonraad. We went to Perth together, and this was in a shop. It was in a shop. I had $50. You know what do they call it? Per diem.
Yeah.
You ever get that? And I spent
yeah.
I spent
S&T.
I didn't eat. I didn't eat. I spent it on a shirt. Got a picture on the back as well.
Well, and look at it. If you'd bought, whoa, that's great. Like that. Looks very. It looks very.
It's good to be on your show, man. How are you? How you been, man?
I'm being very.
I don't have a mirror in my house. It's the first time I've seen my face in about a month. I'm just gonna.
Excellent. I'm glad we could help out with your shaving.
It's good to be here. How are you? Where are you from?
BE.
You goes in the front in a white jacket with black coat.
Moustaches. No. I got this.
I'll ask you a question, you know.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question? Oh, that looks good. That looks very professional. Have you got a whole bunch of props there?
Remember Max Headroom?
Yes. Brown. Dugga.
Yeah, I have a bunch of props. I told you I just moved from Joburg to Cape Town. I have everything in one box.
Oh, excellent. And Max Headroom is amazing. That was amazing stuff. Good. Your drugs. I'm glad you've got that stuff. I don't know. I'm scared to ask you what it is.
These are my kids' teeth. From when, you know when the tooth fairy comes?
Yes. We tend to do that. Why do we keep that shit? I don't know, man.
Anyone like, here's some parts of your skull that you lost when you were a child. That's all I know.
It's true. It's true. We all keep these things. I don't know if.
Thank you for having me on your center stage spot, Gino spot, Fitch and Leeds marketing.
Marketing extravaganza. It's an absolute pleasure.
How did you get
Yeah, we got. You know, when you got to work it. You got to work what you got. Dave.
Wait,
I noticed there 2 days.
Someone from Mauritius just said hello, so I can say hello.
Mauritius. We'll check out some of those comments now. Let's have a quick look.
I'm chatting. You too say hi. I love the fact that you sang a song with all the people's names. That was brilliant.
Yes, it's like that. You like that. It's
you learn that
we've been
comedy school. Comedy
Yes, the PE comedy school, of course, the one that all the comedians in Port Elizabeth go to. All of us. Better Life says, "Me too, say hi." Me too, say hi.
That's for my friends.
And there's Natalie Coleman, all the way from Perth, I think.
I thought I was your Viagra, Dave. Yes, when you're 51, I eat Viagra like Smarties. Oh, Kurt's here. How did you get in there? Listen, can you tell the people But the two old toppies here had to do like an IT exam yesterday to try and get this thing working.
Yes,
we
yes.
Were so top. We didn't. The guy goes, okay, now you take your mouse and you click it on the top right-hand corner. His name's Gary. He's your IT guy. And then
yes, he's brilliant.
I'm actually surprised this is working. Hi.
And then you take your mouse.
Ask me a question.
Man.
Come, let's do this. Let's interview.
Okay. Well, I mean, first of all, where are you from? Where did you come from? Where were you born?
I was born very close to my mom.
Oh, excellent! I'm sure I know exactly where you were from. And your mom, from your mom.
Yeah, I'm from Springs. I was born in Springs. Do you know where that is?
Springs. Yes, sir. That's heavy.
Springs is changing the name to Springs.
I don't know where Springs comes from, but I presume it's something to do with the water in the ground popping out.
You would think that. You would think that. This is South Africa. In Springs, in the 1970s, where I was born, it's a mining town, coal mining.
Yeah.
And they had water restrictions in Springs.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you also Springs is there's a hierarchy of spots. There's like Boksburg, Van der Bijl,
Springs is the upper of the lowest of the ones. It's the highest one.
The highest one of it. You come from Springs.
I was born in Springs, and I don't think that has anything to do with being funny. But the fact is, it's a family town, so we had a lot of bars and we had a lot of social things. So I think it may have had something to do with my comedy because I wasn't a funny kid. I was a funny kid. You know what I mean? So I wasn't allowed.
Oh, like funny is weird. You're saying
that kid's weird. But I listened to all these old people, and I think it osmosed into me. So we had a lot of storytellers, and they were obviously completely drunk, but they were great storytellers back in the day. And I think there's some great bands from Springs. It's quite a sort of melting pot of cultural things.
I don't know. I can't think of any Springs bands offhand. The Radio Rats. Ah, yes. I do know about the Radio Rats.
Julian Laxton.
Julian Laxton band. Excellent. Oh, very good. And so you grew up there. You went to school there.
I haven't grown up yet.
Oh yeah, no. Yes. Springs is a bit like PE. She says there.
Springs is like PE without the C.
Yeah. There's no C in Springs.
We do want some people from PE or Tebega to go get some DNA at Springs just to balance things out.
Just to balance things out a bit. Well, you say you come from Springs if you mow your lawn and then you find a cortina.
Yeah. That's why. What do you call a girl in Springs in a tracksuit, in a white tracksuit? The bride.
In a white tracksuit.
So wait. So I left there when I was Springbok New Girls. I left when I was very young, about 8 years old, and we went to Manzimtoti, which is like Springs with the sea.
Oh right. Okay. Then so I think your accent is more toti, eh?
Yeah.
Do you say us and fish?
Us and fish. But then we moved from Toti to Hillbrow, so my mom chose really good places to bring her kids up.
Jeez, holy crap! Was she?
I think I became a comedian out of just, please don't fuck me up. I'm just So Hillbrow,
just a child.
Then I went to school in Bears Valley, so all the top places in South Africa.
No, you've had a good. But they say you can't sing the blues unless you've experienced the blues. So you can't do comedy.
You play the blues backwards, you get your dog back and your house back in your car. I wish I could actually get my house back.
Yes, though. Just sing a song backwards.
I sold my house. I sold my couch to a guy, and he hasn't paid me for it, and I can't get it back.
The couch and your house.
No, I sold the house first, then the couch, which was a stupid move.
which was worth more? If it's is it also in Springs?
There's more DNA on that. Actually, the government want that couch. They put a blue light on my couch, and my case comes up next week.
It's one of those ones where they put a blue light up and everything lights up in the whole room.
Yeah. Your name came up as well. They want to know who Gino Fabric was. No. Come, ask me something serious. Let's help the people.
Oh,
here.
okay. Let's try. I
Philippa
see that.
Barbary, she sounds like family.
Yes, she's my dear wife. Yes, indeed.
Oh, guess what? You know the IT specialist, Kurt Schoonraad? He says, listen, we get the Mac, we get the laptop. These things last for 7 hours. Do you know how much percent we've got on this interview? 22%.
Dear, you better plug it in. Oh, hell's bells.
You don't have a
That's
charger.
fine.
So good luck with this interview. You're going to have to sing another song after a week long.
We'll make. That's always my thing. If I run out of stuff, there's always a song.
No. It's horrible. When you've done the jokes before when you go and no one gets it and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
and you get this hot feeling in the back of your neck and you're like, guys, these are the jokes.
Yeah.
It's like your speech at school and you're like, did you prepare? Yeah.
Yeah.
My holiday.
Nice. Yes.
My holiday.
Oh, holidays.
You have to get yourself a dog.
Yeah, no, you absolutely get a dop and
Let's move it along.
Yes.
Something's wrong here. Who's the boss here?
She's got that vibe, eh? She has got that vibe. So,
Ask me something serious.
well, so your comedy. I know a lot of people will know you from your ad with the MWeb ad.
It was 20 years ago. No one knows me from that.
20. Yeah, it just in the box. Get in the box. Eh?
People know you from that thing that you did.
The band. You're my band.
Rabbit.
In the 90s. A rabbit.
Let's move along. This is for you, Philippa. I'm going to answer a question. Go.
Yeah. Okay. So you're open for Jamoan. You're open for Jamoan.
It was crazy. They phoned me. Your friend Eddie Kazar phoned me and said, "Do you know Jamoan?" I said no. And then I started researching him and watching him on YouTube. The funniest Irishman. He is brilliant. He's so soft. He comes on stage and does a 2-minute thing with his eyebrows.
Yes.
And he's got the audience laughing. He goes, eyebrows are strange. They don't really have... And he does this thing with his eyebrow. He goes, no one ever respects eyebrows. Then he speaks about his drawer in the kitchen for about 10 minutes. And he's got the people, they can't breathe because you know that drawer.
Yeah.
with
the drawer with that stuff in it, yes. All the cook in it.
And the sauces from Nando's and the vinegar, but it's in that drawer. And the stuff in that drawer, when the Martians come, they'll find out more about us. This is my joke. If they look in the drawer than if they do look at cave paintings.
Yes, they will. They'll be able to find a whole bunch.
He sings a song about the drawer. Brilliant. Jim Owen was at Grahamstown Festival, and he was the first comedian to appear on the main. Because remember, there's Fringe.
Yes.
And the main stage. He's the first comedian to appear as a live act invited on the main festival. Wow. So there's ballet and Shakespeare and Jimone and Dave.
And Jimone. I mean, amazing. I love his one with the where he's talking about when you think of somebody's name and you forget, if you get somebody's name, you said their names, you go in your head, they're in windows at the top because you always look at the top one. Like, so what was his name? Oh, wait, hang on. His name is, and you're looking at all the windows. And then if you
Why are we so scared to ask people what their name is, Peter?
Exactly. Look. Gino, what? Do I look like Nick? Is Gino actually Nick Levinsohn? I am.
Nick energy. You have a Nick energy.
Because quase uthetha siklo sanam ufunde. I know Nick. Yeah, Nick is. That's a compliment. That's a compliment for me. Right. So another question for you. Another question.
Wait,
what can people expect?
Yes. Jimone, at Grahamstown, they made the one resident for the resident. What do you call it? Res for the students.
Yes, res. Yeah.
The hotel for the actors, but they trained the students to be hoteliers.
Oh dear.
And it was hilarious just seeing them. They go, because now it's a resident. It's not a hotel.
Yeah, it's not. They're trying.
That's right. So you get. Have you ever been to a residence in a?
Yes, I do. It's like
room.
a
It's a
dorm.
dorm. It's an army.
It's a dorm.
But they pretended it was a hotel. They're like, here's your key, Mr. Levinsohn, and your towels. And if you need anything, please press the button. You press the button, fucking nothing happened. But they were so keen for the first 8 minutes. Like, welcome to the Grahamstown Royal Hotel, and here's your towel. and it's scratchy towel. It was like a blanket that was crusty. And then they were so nice. They were just hotel, hotel, and they put a peppermint on the pillow. But I came home drunk and fell asleep on the peppermint. So when I woke up in the morning, I had like a minty chocolate shit, and my eyes were shut. And I was like, why didn't anyone tell me there was a fucking chocolate on a pillow? And you can't explain it. You can't go downstairs to reception and say, what happened? Why is there shit on your face? It's a chocolate. Yeah. I fell asleep on the pillow and a chocolate. Anyway,
sorry, Mr. Levinsohn.
Ask a question.
Okay, what can people expect from the Music Kitchen next Friday?
Kurt's been locked out.
No. Oh dear, we're gonna call him on now. We're gonna call him.
I have to go fetch the cable for the Mac.
Oh shit! Okay. Oh, is he back? Is he back? Okay, well done. Stick it in, Kurt. Stick it in.
Kurt. Go down there. I'm not going there. I've been interviewed by Gino. I can't go, and Philip is on our case about. Please make this more entertaining. Who are you? You know, okay, we're in. We plugged in. We're ready.
Excellent. Oh, I'm so glad. Because we can go.
All right, this is very
longer than 20. Longer than 22 minutes. Yeah, that's good. No, so what can people expect from your comedy set at the Music Kitchen? Are you guys doing it together? Are you on stage together? You're doing bits and pieces?
So what we've done is we've done this show before, Kurt and myself, called Comedy 101 at Grahamstown, and we've done this in Perth. What we do like to do, and this is quite weird, it's like we do a half hour each, and then we do a Q&A afterwards, a chat. So we keep it any plug, any of them will do. You can unplug everything. Then we half an hour each, and then we both go on stage afterwards on bar stools and we chat.
Oh, lekker. So interactive.
There's no break. So it's an hour and a half, an hour and a bit. Okay. But it's just lekker to do. A half hour is quick when you're doing comedy. You know how it is.
Yeah, for sure.
3 or 4 topics and you expound on them and expand and you go.
Yeah.
But it's I'll go on first. Kurt comes on after me, and then we do it together. And we're doing it. The Hunt Clip is on the 28th, which is Sunday. All
right, and so you both went to Perth as well, eh?
We went to Perth with Rob van Vuuren, and we did the Perth Fringe Festival it was a week. We did 7 nights, and it's crazy because a lot of people brought their Australian friends to come and show them just words like dus and war and and cool and kwai and kif. And it was amazing to see Australians going, I understand more about your culture now watching these comedians than them trying to explain, like, this is how cool our country is. But it was just, my sister lives there, so it was just lekker to see her again and just it was so lekker to do comedy for people that hadn't seen you. You could do all your old stuff. No. The people that hadn't seen you and for the connection to still be there.
Yes.
It just means that your comedy is universal. So I spotted certain things that they were doing, and then I would bring that into my comedy. So they have this thing called the Verge Collection. You know about it?
Yeah. No. Verge Collection.
Yeah, if you have anything that's not broken, but kind of old that you don't want, so beds, baby cots, prams, kind of things that kids, lamps, outgrown. And what happens is you put it on the verge on a certain day, and then young couples that have just started their lives kind of go driving around, and they'll get a lamp, they'll fix up a pram if they're having a kid. It's not to say it's a poor thing, but these people are starting out their lives, and they're young, and they're 19, 20, whatever. They'll get a bed, a baby carriage, some lamps, and a thing from you.
I took a couch to Cape Town. I took a couch.
He took a bicycle as well. But we spoke about it's like in South Africa we have that as well, but the guys just come into your house and take the stuff when you're out.
They do. They come in whether you're there or not.
At home, and that's your home that's getting turned to tonight.
Indeed. Oh my word. I mean, no, look at you. I know that you also like to host. You've done a lot of hosting. You're always kind of the go-to for the hosting.
You know what it was? It was exactly that. When I went to the comedy shows, there was something missing in terms of linking the audience with the acts. So I often ended up hosting out of a necessity because someone needed to go, hey guys, we've got the show. Thanks for being here. First up is Paul Snodgrass, and then Mark Sampson and Stuart Taylor. No one was doing that. But then I realized that they also want to be comfortable and to know that they're in good hands. So the host actually became quite an important thing because they go, it's a comedy club, but this guy hasn't been funny yet. So we needed to be a funny host to go, and then you make fun about the guy, and you find the guy in the front with a moustache, tuxedo on, and that's the thing.
Yes. That's it.
Can you please leave us alone now? I find this very stalky.
They don't come to your home. They take your home.
I'm taken. I'm a married. I identify as a married man. I'm on Grindr and Tinder. I don't care. Keep my Fridays open.
All right. All right. Good. I identify as a married man. Good. And I believe that you used to write for Trevor Noah's show as well.
Well, I wrote most of his stuff.
Yeah. You made him. You were like the idol maker.
Prove me wrong. Prove that I didn't. I'll tell you a story. They had a show called Late Night with Trevor Noah. It was at 8 o'clock on M. So it was a prime time show. Yes. It was during the middle of the Jacob Zuma takeover of the broadcasting things.
Oh right, Cloudy Motsoning.
We wrote two shows. So exactly. So when he had arrived as an ANC person, arrived in the SABC, which isn't Mnet, but it was on that level. So we had literally had two shows. When we went to air, we'd write this lacquer show, and then we'd write one that was safe. Every time, 10 minutes before, literally a phone call. You can't make that joke. Can't make that joke. Can't do that joke.
Oh my!
So we had to always air the B thing. It was so frustrating because we'd spent the whole day. Sepa Makale, Trevor, myself. Who else was on there? Mr. Nedbank. The little
Trevor,
teddy bear.
Shit,
we wrote the whole day, and we wrote some funny stuff because it was what he's doing on the Daily Show. Not that same sort of tongue-in-cheek. Is it news? Is it not? And we'd interview fake people, and it was just such a lekker show. And we'd always have to put on that slightly non-edgy show. But look, it went on. It went on for quite a while. So it was a lekker show. Yeah. And the first time
teaches you as well.
I had never written for someone else before, and it's quite weird to get into their socks. So I would literally wear Trevor's socks around just to feel them.
You actually wear them?
Yeah.
Feel them out.
I got him. It's me. I got him where he is now.
Yeah, you got him where he is today, and I know you called him up for the Grammys as well. I know you tuned him.
I was asked to host the Granny Awards last week, which was quite weird. And Trevor's doing the Grammys, and I was doing the Granny, and it was lekker. We gave out some prizes. The guys pissed themselves.
I'm sure they did.
You could see the bags filling up on the side of the wheelchair.
Oh my soul! Well, Dave, I'm going to get Kurt. They cucked themselves for some of your jokes.
Philippa, must I go? Have I been sent to the naughty corner?
Is she been sent? Now I'm going to send you to the naughty corner because I want to introduce Kurt now.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Well, listen, I just want to show you. I know you're famous. We are in the Tatler. We are in the southern suburbs. Let me just put it
Look at that.
Southern suburbs.
Ops funny guys won't let COVID keep them down. Damn you, COVID! Oh. Damn you!
It's a terrible headline if you actually get COVID.
Yeah, you'll be like a super spreader.
So must I go now, man? Do you need the intro?
Yes. Okay, you can bugger off for a minute or two, and then I'm gonna get.
This has been mediocre.
Yeah, we're gonna get you both on just now.
I think Mal Miller, the legend Mal Miller, told me once. He said, "Kurt, don't let a good one go to your head and a bad one go to your heart, bro." And it is advice I've passed on to younger comedians over the years, and that's a good way to see it. I think comedy, like anything else, particularly comedy, it's about giving a piece of yourself, really. And once you do, and it's accepted beautifully by an audience, man, it's the best feeling in the world, bro. Really, best job in the world. When they've laughed for a gag, and I'm setting up the next one, and they're still laughing, and I'm going, no, wait.
There's more.
Hey, kom nog. That feeling of, wait, I'm setting you up, and then you pause it, and then drop punchline. It's the most beautiful feeling in the world. It's lovely. It's like tickling an audience with all of them at the same time.
In our copy, Kurt Schoonraad, welcome.
50 randjies vir jou daar in jou Maxi spaarrekening, jou bloody bliksem Fabri. Gino, yo, yes, it's like
Yes. Nice to see you as well, man. And I love the snore. I've got the snore as well, just in your honor tonight.
Bro, I love the jacket. I thought, I don't even care if you wore that jacket for me or not, but I'm taking it as if you did. Thank you, man.
It was for you. It was for
This
you.
is my rebellious snore. This is about being in the house for a year and a half. Well, it feels like a year and a half, but it's only been like 10 months. And it's my rebellious snore. I will shave off the snore when I get real stage work again. And
Proper gigs.
Being a comedian, bro.
Well, it should be soon if you get enough people at your gigs at Music Kitchen on the 26th and in Neisner on the 25th on the way up the coast. You guys are heading up. Just the two of you in the combi.
We've done this so many times in the past, so I'd be tempted to say that we travel well together. In that we irritate the cuck out of each other, and occasionally, somebody's funny on stage, and it works out. Somehow it works out. And and of course, I mean, I love my family to bits. They're fantastic people. My missus, my son. But I don't think God intended us all to be in the same house for like 10 months at a time. Bro.
Too long.
It's not Christian. I object.
It's been rough.
It has been rough, but like in the most beautiful way, though. Like pick that bloody socks up, that kind of thing. But it's like
yeah. You got to have those moments as well. It's a bonding.
How would you possibly know what a fantastic time is if you didn't have a cuck one? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You need something to compare your fantastic time to. And if it's quite cuck, you go, nah, this is the opposite of that. This is good. Yes. I like this.
It is. Oh, my soul. Kurt, I mean, I know I can't remember when I met you because I've met you a lot of times. But I think, I can't remember the exact day that I met you. I know that you were down in PE as well, and my brother did some filming for you at some stage, I think.
That's right. He filmed a one-man show there called Spiders and Mayonnaise. It was one of your theaters there a while ago. And yeah, I remember. Yeah. And he goes, my name's Fabri. I'm like, whoa, a second. That Formula Deluxe sounds familiar over there. That sounds familiar. And somehow I popped out and I'm like, he goes, yeah, my brother's a performer as well, bro. I'm like, that's where I'm
because we do look a...
We did a festival together a few years ago down in Cape Town.
Yes.
It was the Jive Funny Festival down at the Baxter.
The Jive.
And in my opinion, the funniest part of that show was actually backstage when all the comedians were standing around trying to one-up each other. And you were in there too. It was cool.
But that's the one thing about you, Kurt. I think you are on stage. Your on-stage persona and your off-stage persona, and I'm sure Dave will agree, is very similar. You don't get. No.
He's got a bit of snore envy. Please forgive him, man.
Okay. I didn't see snore.
No, he doesn't have one. He's got snore envy. Okay. He's like, yo, I like that Magnum PI thing you got going on, my guy. Thanks.
But I know. I mean, and talk about backstage because we did. It was the Jive Funny Fest, Eddie Cassar, and you were also were you hosting that night? I can't remember, or whether you actually did it slot. Well, you had to do spots if you were hosting it.
In that time you were with us over there. It was like something like 3 weeks or something like. It was a long stretch.
It was. Yeah,
I hosted a couple of nights and I got to be a comedian on the lineup a couple of nights. But either way, I mean, to be up in front of like 800 people on any given night, it's incredible. What a pleasure.
And how's that?
Comedian, that's the biggest wank there is, you know what I mean? It's fantastic.
And you know that theater has got layers. It's got the top story, the second, and they're all right there in front of your face. Incredible that backstage.
Like cologne on the top floor over there, like right here. It's fantastic. It's arguably one of the best theaters in the country, maybe even in the world.
Absolutely. Yeah. But the one thing I remember about that was your story with the guy eating the pie in the in the late night petrol station.
Rude.
Pie.
It's amazing, eh? That piece of material. I have people come up to me on the street sometimes and goes like, "Bro, I love that pie gang, bro. I love that pie gang." Because the pie is the reason it works is because everyone can relate to that guy in the engine one stop at 3:00 in the morning. Like, he's looking for a pie, bro. And anyway, I'm gonna jump the gun on this one there, Fabri, but here's the deal. Bro.
Yes. Yeah.
A friend of mine says it best. He goes, "Ek is so lus vir 'n rennie, ek koop sommer 'n pie." And my thing is, why don't you put the rennie in the pie?
Yeah, that's a good. Now we're talking. Yeah,
that's a business where the solution's in the problem. I mean, imagine a steak and rennie pie.
Yes.
with like a Gaviscon sauce, my bro. That's a business right there. Yeah.
Perfect. It's like a whole. It's a thing for a company just to go industrial quantities. Whack in there.
I say mega pies get involved in this over there. Just koi the rennies in the pie, and then you're still solving a problem as well, bro. In fact, what you should do is like merge with like a pharmaceutical company and do like a collab with Rennie,
Oh, man, now, Kurt, you also do the comedy club in Cape Town. Tell me about that. Where did that actually start, your comedy club?
Well, man, it started off as your Masa Comedy Club, which was a brainchild of myself and my missus, who was the German that signed on earlier over there. And Deutschland, ja, genau. We started this thing called your Master Comedy Club, and it was a like tongue-in-cheek underground kind of movement and stuff. And we moved it around Cape Town a couple of times, and it did very well. And then a room became available in the waterfront in Cape Town called the Pump House.
Wow.
And then we took on that lease over there, which was both a great and a horrible thing at the same time, because
I'm sure
I went from being a comedian to an entrepreneur, and
a venue owner.
Bro, I had I went from talking caca on stage to having like 42 employees, my bro. I was like,
yeah.
How did this happen? All I wanted to do was find a regular source of talking caca, really. And I got now 42 people I got to pay. And man, it was arguably, it was one of the best rooms in the world for stand-up. And I've had the pleasure of performing in many different places in the world, from Europe to Asia to Africa and a couple of places in between. And this was the best room I've ever seen to perform stand-up comedy in. And of course, COVID came and unplugged that whole thing for us, dude.
Yes.
All of a sudden, we went from having a waiting list, literally having a waiting list where at about 8 o'clock, if people aren't there, we phone them up and go, "Hey, guy, you can come over right now because these didn't show up." And those tables were full. It was 180-seater, Gino, and it would be packed every night.
It's beautiful. I've been down there. It's absolutely amazing.
So now, all of a sudden, it becomes illegal to serve a drink and illegal to be in a space with more than 4 people, and it's illegal. Eventually, that was too much for any small business to handle, and so we had to close it, And it's for the time being, it's closed. There's some talk about kind of reviving stand-up comedy again in Cape Town, but with that third wave looming, my bro, I'm not sure how far it will be.
Yo, we gotta go now, mate. Hey, while there's a lull. Hey, it seems to be. It's crazy.
That's why we're doing a coastal comedy tour, because we know there's going to be 100 oaks with masks and all kinds of protocol in place, and it's a lekker pause vibe while we're trying to figure out what to do with a comedy club, bro.
Yeah, okay. I see Natalie saying there, I'm being myself, hearing just a simple cucking myself, a legend. You see, the overseas and they hear cucking myself, and it feels like home. Hey?
Man, I think Dave said it best earlier on, right? So we went to this Perth Fringe Festival. And, I'm a real South African boy. I don't make any bones about it either. I don't try to wara fish face it at all. I just go straight for it. I'm like, ek sê, my bro, let me make you verstaan what's cooking here, my guy. And the Australians like, what the hell is he saying? What is he saying, mate? And the South Africans are like,
Ja, jy sê ek gaan gesê vir jou. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. And I mean, I've had a look. I mean, I was at the comedy club and me too. It was just a beautiful. So I'm hoping that's gonna kickstart eventually again at some stage. But
well, I hope so too, bro. I hope so too. I think it's a very important part of how Cape Town functions. It's in the right part of town. It is also a plug into how South African culture works. And on any given night, 25% of the room would be from another part of the world. I mean, every part of the world, from Russia to Lebanon, and like and that's at the same table, my bro. And everyone's like, I can't believe what he's saying here. But in fact, I can't understand what he's saying here. I can't understand. Translation on the side, you know? Like the ETV guy that you. He's explaining to the Russian what Skomel Dalaks means, you know what I mean?
You know, those it's insane. They always love it, but you know, being in a comedy show where you don't understand anything. No, I was there. It was amazing. I didn't understand what you were saying, but I liked the way that you jump around.
Bro, now remember my missus is German, right? So now a lot of my last one-man show was called Living with a German, and it's based on all of the obvious mistakes we make when trying to communicate with each other. The cultural issues. Like South Africans always have little bits at the end of their sentence where they go, is it? Yeah. and then the Germans go, yeah, but that is exactly what I am just saying. I go, no. Is it, bro? Can't believe it, really? No, I'm just saying that. Why you are constantly asking me if it is so? I said it. And things like that. Now, will fuck Germans up. 6 love, my bro. They don't get now. Bro, Hans only knows from now, guy. If you are going to Pisa now, the Hans is right there. If you are going to Pisa now. But you are here now. I said, yeah, it could be worse. It could be worse. He's going, but we are here for 45 minutes waiting for your monkey ass. Why are you saying it could have been worse? I said, I could have said just now. Right?
Just now.
That's like
much
2 weeks from Thursday, bro.
Yeah, it could be. No. And she say fish paste as well. Blah, blah, fish paste. Yo.
What a fish paste, bro. Inky, winky, bonky, dude. No, but the Germans, they're very like formal. Like, yeah. They like to know what is going on all the time. You have to have little like we were on the station in Berlin once. We were on a family holiday, right? And the intercom came on, and the station director was, we are making the apology. We are going. The train to Ludwigshafen from Berlin will be 2 minutes late. I was like, WTF on that, my bro? I'm like, because I go, why did they bother making the announcement? Because if it's within like a half an hour, it's on fucking time in South Africa.
Good.
Well, just leave it. Don't say anything. Don't even bother with it.
I won't notice.
Leave it. It's on time. It's cool. Bro, that German with the 2 minutes late thing, he couldn't apologize enough. He could like, we are so sorry. Could the guys who took the train from Ludwigshafen please return it? We need it for Berlin. Horrible.
No. And I was also looking at, and I saw 2 movies that you've done with. I saw Rob van Vieren and the guys. Stone Cold Jane Austen was the one, which looks bloody hilarious, man.
Cheers, man.
I haven't seen it, but I saw the trailer. That it looks fantastic, and also Scheme looks good.
Guy, if I ever ask you to watch something that I've done, right? Yeah. Watch Scheme, bro.
Scheme.
It is arguably it's one of my proudest moments as a performer. It was. As in a star-studded cast, I got to play the lead with another guy called Wandile Walabatsu, just a fantastic guy. Yeah. And a cast, bro, the best of the best of the best in South Africa at that given time. It was shot about 10 years ago.
Okay,
And man,
okay.
I think it's on Netflix. Please have a squiz.
Yeah.
It is just
I'm going to have a look.
like a movie.
It looked-
I got to
that
play a
looked
character
hilarious.
called Richie Rich, right? Who was a good guy gangster, if that's anything to go for. I had a gun, bro. Like, my character was about not knowing what the hell is going on. Bro, just watch it. It's such a liquor movie.
Oh,
You know, there's other movies that I've been involved in that I'd rather tell or not tell you about at all.
No, you have the good ones and you have the bad ones. It's fine. See,
don't
Gillian
fucking watch
Warmanhove is. So you're getting some love there. You're getting some love. Thank you, Gillian.
Ah, Julian, thank you, man. Well, bro, I'm just chuffed that so many people are watching our vibe there and checking out and signing in, and
Yeah.
I'm chuffed with that. There's even a couple of people from outside the country. I'm well chuffed with that too, bro.
It's all over the world, these oaks here. And now tell me about the front page of the New York Times.
Bro, I was once on the front page of the New York Times. They were doing, it was completely coincidence, you know. They were doing a special on African comedy, and they interviewed a couple of people. And I was one of the Scommel Deluxes that managed to get into that vibe. And they had a picture of me on the front page of the New York Times, bro. African comedy. And I had this one friend who moved to the US, who was in my class in high school. And he wrote me a WhatsApp going, "Ma, bro, do you know that you're on the front page of the New York Times? Have you looked?" It's like, and it's not police file. They're not looking for you.
Yes, no, that's incredible.
Well chuffed.
I'm sure. Now, is Dave around? Where is Dave now? Call David now. Call David.
Dave's back. Dave's back.
Is he back?
Let me make
Go on,
some
David.
David.
Has he got some drink? Have you got a dop each here? I've still got some here as well. Cheers. How's it, Dave?
Was Kurt gooder than me?
Gooder.
He was. You know, I don't want to. You can each give yourself a rating.
My head's bigger.
Yeah, you got a big head like Charlie Brown, bro.
To battle with caps.
I am. Yes, I'm actually the brown one, and he's got the Charlie Brown head. How weird is that?
I identify as Charlie White. So listen, Gino, someone told me on off air.
Yes.
We must focus more. So I'm gonna.
I must focus.
No,
we must focus. We're not focusing.
The tour itself is very important. So we are at Imneisner at the Blend on the 25th. We are in Klebeeka on the 26th at the Kitchen Music.
The Music Kitchen, which is an amazing venue, by the way. Fantastic venue. Oh, I've been there many times. Yes, indeed. I've been in Klebeeka.
The one at Hunclip starts at 6 o'clock because it's Hunclip. It's a Sunday, and they roll up the pavements at 7:30. And the one traffic light has to be moved to Gordon's Bay to do. It has to work there as well. So the Hunclip gig is at 6 o'clock, unfortunately, and that's always. We've done it before when we did our show called Finding Funnyland, and Hunclip actually ended up being one of the best gigs because we asked questions from the audience. We said, "What do you want to talk about?" And they asked us questions, and we literally did 5 minutes of comedy based on each question.
And sometimes, just like this conversation right now, we got no idea where it's going to go. I just want to say, Linda Trollop, girlfriend, I'm loving your stuff too. Thank you very much for the comment over there.
Check up Linda Trollop here. Let's have a look at this. What's it say here? The two of you together can't be good. Only see big bug trouble ahead.
It's not like that. Kurt has a memory like a goldfish is like bragging. But he'll go, I'll say, have we done, oh, you got the, and he's like, yeah. Then we're on the road. Huh? Nothing. Let's be example here. We had 22% left on his Mac. His wife had to go fetch the power cable. Then he looks at me while you interview me. This is why my interview wasn't focused for the fact.
Yes.
He looks at me with a plug in his hand. He goes like this.
Where do I put it in?
He's asking a grown man
Where is the plug-in? When he's
Plug
got,
it. You
for
see
the
that?
record, whatever he's got going under this table over here is illegal. He's got like 48 plugs into
And-
like a 3-prong thing. Right?
And 3
So,
midgets.
so I'm like,
So you unplug my Mac, which has got the dates of the shows on. So now we don't know where the fuck we go. Then we come to
Okay,
say,
no.
and I'm
I've
the
got
one
the
with the
dates.
short-term memory loss.
Pringle Bay.
Because he
That is
he loves cars too much. So every time he sees a car that drives past, he goes, "There's a 1976 Bulululu," and I'm like,
Bro, I'm into old
like
cars, right? I got a thing. I can just go like, from a 1976, my Mercedes-Benz car, I couldn't fly.
I don't care.
That's it. That's it.
So
There, there was
we do a
and
show
also.
Tuesday night. Just by the way, we got a farewell show on Tuesday night, which is obviously Mondays
Tuesday.
are there. So Tuesday we're at Villager Football Club here in Claremont,
Yes.
in Cape Town.
Okay.
And
Kaapstad.
we're going to do the show. The night is, that's where we're leaving. So we're sort of saying goodbye to Cape Town.
Hey, that's George's shop. Hey, George, what's happening,
Yes,
baby?
George.
And George's nickname is actually Saggy Stone. That's the name of his ball bag.
Oh right. Okay. Not Saggy Sack.
No, that's his brother.
Oh right. All right.
Saggy stone. That's what needs Viagra. When your stone is saggy, you need Viagra.
Do you remember when you first got puberty, you got stonies on your nipples? You know, we're the same age.
Only people in spring.
Can you come up close to the camera? Look at this. This is how you look if you look after yourself. You eat your vegetables and you go to gym and go to church. That's how you look if you're 15.
In nome del Padre, del Figlio, del Spirito Santo. Oh, very good. It's good. It's good.
You know what's nice?
You're actually
We've done
looking.
these online shows now for so long because this is the new age of comedy. But
Yes.
we did a quiz show on this platform with Chris Forrest, and there were 600 people that tuned in. And at the end of the quiz show, we had 2, and it's happening here again.
It's okay. You're
Thanks for
chasing
sticking
them
with
all
us.
away.
All the
No,
people that-
they watch afterwards as well. That's fine.
Oh, really?
It's fine.
Why do you have disco lights in your bedroom?
Hey,
You know
bro,
what they
I've
say
got-
about guys with disco lights in their bedroom,
Yeah,
by the way?
yeah.
Your mom wouldn't approve, bro.
And
I'm
your-
just saying.
And your case comes up next week.
in the trunk full.
But every time you speak, it changes. Is it one of those?
Voice
Hey, no,
activated.
it does. It does. I think it does. I don't know. No, I haven't got one of those. No, this one just goes. It moves on all the time. But I've got my
This
little
is
shrine
like
here.
an LSD
Whoa!
flashback.
Check it out. Can you see
No,
that?
sorry, that's LED flash. Sorry.
LED flash. Yeah, I took a lot of LED when I was younger. Eh?
I put on my LSD lights and it's flicking all over the
I put my
show.
LSD lights and it killed the octopus.
And a hula hoop with starfish.
Have you seen my octopus teacher? Do you know?
Have. Yes. Very good.
I want to do a show where, from the octopus's point of view, like, who's this? Oh, why is he here?
Can you please leave me alone?
Can you please leave me alone? I'm just,
Yeah,
an
I'm
octopus.
just trying to.
I'm just trying to be an octopus.
I'm trying to eat here in this little thing in this pond, and this old keeps coming back every day.
To roasters, go to church. I agree. You must.
And by the way, it's been given a nod
Oh, Kurt,
for
do a
an
joke.
Oscar,
Kurt, do
by
a
the
joke.
way.
Do a
Eh?
joke. Yeah, I've got a joke for you. Gino, remember we were talking
Okay.
before?
Yes.
Okay, what is the difference between a zippo and a hippo?
Oh, don't know.
The one's a little lighter.
Those are dad jokes. Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna go hardcore over here. Okay,
Okay.
what do you get when you cross a Jehovah's Witness with a Hell's Angel?
Woo.
It's going hardcore.
Hardcore, bro. Somebody
What?
that comes
Okay,
to
what do
your
you
door on a Sunday and tells you to fuck.
What do you get if you cross? What do you get if you cross the Atlantic with the Titanic? Frostbite. You get frostbite.
That's
The Atlantic.
and a goose on the front line.
Excellent. Well, so we can expect some of that stuff at the music kitchen.
No,
Couple of
no.
dad jokes.
That's a family show. This is woo.
All right.
You know, you're right.
This is
No.
Our humor is not the same. The
Yeah.
cool part about doing this together is that we worked out from the Grahamstown show what not to do.
Okay.
Don't
Stuff-
do your show during the World Cup while the rugby's on.
that's
No.
one of the
Yeah.
things you don't do.
With
Also, what's
TVs
great
in the club.
even though we both have a comedy perspective, I mean, just think about it, right? You was born in '69, I'm '73. I'm born in Mitchell's Plain. He was born in Springs. Theoretically, we should never have met each other at all.
I mean,
let alone share a stage.
I'm sad that we even met.
Yeah, me too. But that's a story for another day.
Philippa says we must focus.
No, she says you're both ADHD, I think she says.
I'm sure there's another letter.
Diagnosed.
ADHPLD.
See you in
football.
See you next Tuesday.
There's a support group here, clearly. This is a
There's no one here.
I've had everything's been bad in this COVID thing. No one has got a better story than the next guy. You know what I mean?
No.
So
No,
if you
they're all
go,
cuck.
you got bad during COVID, someone could go, yeah, I lost my eye.
That would be bad.
You know, everyone's got a worse story. But tonight, we're sitting here on these screens and we're laughing and we do things. So you just go, well, actually, we're still laughing.
Yeah, we are. But that's isn't that what comedy's about?
Not the comments, but me and you and Gino.
Yeah, so we
laughter is the best medicine. Unless you're diabetic, what's the name?
Insulin.
Insulin.
Or unless you got diarrhea. That's also even worse.
Diabetes. Diabetes.
Insulin's not good for diarrhea, I'm just saying.
No.
Who else have you had on this?
But neither is laughing.
Who else have you had besides Philippa? Who else have you had that's famous?
No, we've seen Barry's been on your show, yeah?
Barry. We've had Ethel Trollop on. We've had Rob van Vuren. We had Stuart Taylor who spoke about you guys.
Oh, really? Good stuff only now.
Yeah, absolutely. And Alan Committee.
After Rob van Vuren was on your show, he got divorced.
Did he?
It's your fault.
It's my fault. Oh my God! You know, I did speak to his wife. We're hoping that we're hoping this is not going to be it's not going to happen to it's not a bad omen for you guys as well.
Most comedians are ADHD because Rob and Trina will just be watching the lights in the back.
I can't get my eyes off it.
Do you know? Are you going to come to the show on the 26th of March 2021?
If I am in PE, I will be there. I'll be there like a bear. I'm in PE at the moment. I'm in Gqeberha at the moment, which I must tell you that Gqeberha means Thai boss.
Yes,
Thai boss.
That was Kurt's first girlfriend in Standard 8.
If you're watching Thai boss, loved your work. Fantastic.
See you again. Stomach muscles will be so
I don't
sore.
think I'm going to be able to say that again without thinking about Kurt's first girlfriend.
What do you call a guy with a sausage dog?
I don't know. Pat. Oh, yes,
the comedy's going to be a lot better than this on tour.
I'm sure. Listen, I've got something a little bit better than this. I've got something that you did, Dave, I believe. Let's have a quick look here quickly.
I'll tell you a secret.
That is so scary. I don't even want to know what happened here, bro.
I don't know. It's Joey Rastine there, see?
It's called the naked issue. So they get celebrities. Yes. Obviously, that day they didn't get any celebrities, but
they couldn't find any.
So
Trevor Gumbi and yourself and Joey Rastine.
So I showed Joey Rastine how to make the hat stay on his knob. You take a slip stop, you put it by your pants. So you take the slip stop and you hang the hat on the slip stop.
In between, so like this, yeah.
But it was for charity for kids that have been burnt in shack fires and that. So it was actually a cool, what do you call it? Like a cool charity.
Yeah.
But we ended up having to be naked in the magazine. Then they said, so that's why we're naked. So
yes, I see why.
Otherwise, I'm always naked. Underneath our clothes, we are all naked. Underneath your clothes, there's probably another jacket with a moustache.
Yeah, it is. Well, certainly a moustache.
You turn your ball hairs into a little moustache.
That's I do. I'm Italian. What do you think? We're half Italian. I'm Gerry. I'm Gerry everywhere.
So that was for a magazine that was called The Naked Issue, so they have a lot of celebrities in it.
Yes.
But here's the weird thing. The night of the launch of the charity where they hand over the 100,000 rand to the charity, they asked me if I would MC. So I thought, well, I must MC naked, obviously, then. So I covered my bits with a magazine. And I got a paper cut on my...
Jerome Hendricks reckons I can't unsee that.
You got a paper cut.
I put it in there.
I got a paper cut on my knob. And I'm suing Marie Claire for that.
Marie Claire, he had a Marie Claire magazine.
That program was cutting edge, literally. Just
Cutting edge.
I check that.
Can I show you the paper cut?
Yeah. Okay. No. Don't
I'm
bring it
Jewish.
on.
I was circumcised twice.
Well, okay, and again.
Nah, I like old Dutchman jokes where they go, "No, I'm not circumcised. It's from wear and tear." I like to laugh. Whenever you laugh, you know that you go to the corner there and like it turn around. Like it's almost weird. Like if we make you laugh, we can make you go to that corner.
Send me to the corner.
Ask us a question before Philippa freaks out.
All right. I got a couple of questions here. How's about this? For the both of you, who's the coolest between the two of you?
Kurt.
See now he knows that.
That was immediate.
He wears Jarmans. He wears shoes at Jarman.
Wingtips.
Wingtips. He wears those black and white wingtips like Daffy Duck's dad, the rich one.
Yes.
Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
He wears spats. He goes out and he doesn't care. So he really doesn't care what you think of him. And that's the ultimate human. When you can be a human that doesn't care. If you can look like a Duas in a white jacket with moustaches, you have evolved.
Bro, Gino, we should start a support group, me and you, bro.
Yeah,
I got a pair of shoes and I'll go with that jacket, bro. I tell you what.
Yes, I think so. It sounds like it. Spats. That's amazing.
Bro, I'm
That's
rocking
amazing.
spats, bro. It's rocking. It's lekker.
And I'm not cool because I'm old and I forgot. I never was cool, actually.
Okay, yeah. No,
Next question.
Okay. Who's the funniest between the two of you?
Me!
Hey!
Damn it.
Dave's got that improv thing down that I'm like envious about. Sometimes I want to stand for that, you know what?
I'm sure there's sections that you take some advice from him, and he takes some advice from you. Where's he better? Where's he better?
We both take advice
Excellent.
from with each other. Yeah.
Do you know the Earth is flat, eh?
No. Tell me why.
Mine didn't open.
Oh, crap. You're going to have to mood it with something. So, there are. Look at that. A Swiss Army knife. Eh? A real one.
Oh, really Swiss is from
Victorinox.
We call it our lockpick.
There's that. Victorinox. I like that. I like that.
Jokes like this. My laptop and my phone and my hard drive were stolen, and I had pics of Philippa on there.
Ah, damn it. I'll warn her.
I don't know what to say about that.
You see, Kurt, he's so well mannered. He doesn't understand.
I can't. You know, I just know that she goes for therapy sometimes. We don't know where.
On a Thursday at 4.
And my petrol bill has been hectic. Oh, there we go.
This is Pitch and Leeds beer, just saying.
Excellent. And
okay, so give Kurt a chat. I'm not sure what she means by that.
Give
Natalie,
Kurt
would you
a
like
chat.
to explain?
I think Natalie just fell asleep on her keyboard.
I think. So we're talking about old cars. That's another thing. You were on. You were both on Going Nowhere Slowly, yeah, and Stuart Taylor as well.
That's right.
That was I used to watch. That was a great show.
I see Philippa's already fired me. So like Kurt and Gino should do a show about old cars. I was fired from Going Nowhere Slowly.
You know,
I
are you
love
also
old cars
an
as
old
well.
car guy, bro? Are you an old car guy? You like old cars?
I love
Gino?
cars. I love cars. I love it. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I should send you a thing. I'm doing a new show online called Kurt Loves Cars, and it's about like just all kinds of cars, old and new, but with
Oh,
a
wow.
South African context. So I'll send you some stuff, and maybe you can post it on your show, bro.
Absolutely. Pull it. I'll do it. I'll share it with pleasure.
So that's
and
coming
I
up.
mean,
It's an actual show. It's going to be on YouTube and maybe Netflix or someone will be interested in. So Kurt loves cars. He really loves cars. So it was a no-brainer to call the show that, because with a comedy, you get to interview someone from a passionate point of view, and then he'll bring in the comedy. People who love their cars are weirdo.
Man, it's the small things, Gino. It doesn't have to be a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or anything like that. There's like a Toyota Corolla from 1976 that someone really loved and still has parked in their garage somewhere. Those are the cars I'm looking for. Because let me be honest, if your aunt or your mom or your dad or your uncle or someone in the community didn't own a Toyota Corolla in 1976, you grew up in fucking Mars, bro. You know what I mean?
That's exactly. It's not all about. So
everyone had one.
On Top Gear, the show always have Lamborghini and the brand new Ferrari. He's going to talk to a guy that's had a Toyota Corolla since 1981, because that's where he met his girlfriend at the drive-in.
You see what Natalie Coleman says there? I enjoy Kurt's humor. What's happening, Natalie?
I enjoy Natalie's grammar.
Natalie's a fan. And she's not asleep. You must know that Natalie, and kudos to her, she is up there at 2 o'clock in the morning now, watching us.
Keep going.
What? Natalie, where's man? Natalie from Australia or where's she?
She's in Oz. She's in Perth.
Wow, man.
She's watching from Perth. Woo! Impressive.
That's the car that Luck picked from Mitchell's Play.
But you had lekker cars and going nowhere slowly, yeah?
Yeah. You know what most people didn't know is that we had about 4 different cars. All they saw was a big red car. But it started off with a Chrysler 383. Then we went to a Ford Galaxy.
Valiant.
And then we had which was the Chrysler. And then we went to a Chevy Impala. But all of them were long and big and American. And it was so cool to be on that show. Dave got fired in season 1. I happened to stay on the show.
I never lost longer than season 1.
I stayed on the show another 7 seasons, bro.
I can give you my best for season 1, but I need 20 minutes to reload.
no, tell me why you got fired from the show.
Beat on a car's wheel, bro. And the director went, "That you will not do. Here's your ticket home to Cape Town."
But you never got fired from the show. You just got a plane ticket in your sleeping bag.
Yeah, he was quite like a passive-aggressive kind of oak, So you just get a plane ticket home to Cape Town, but you wouldn't say a word.
All right. I'm going to show you something.
It's very, very nice.
On here. So I'm going to put this on the camera.
Yeah.
The bottle opener is broken. I tried to open a bottle of wine last night. I have.
Oh, jeez. So much for the Swiss engineering.
But as I said, this one was not from Switzerland. It's from
Mitchell's Plain. I said so.
Oh, I check. I see. It's got like a cross thing on it. It's like Victorinox instead
and when
of
it goes
Victorinox.
outside of the window and clicks the door open.
So if you can come to the Villager Rugby Club on Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, you will get the Kurt's humor and my humor, and we'll put a little camera there with this clever thing here. Pete, your IT guy.
Yes, Gary.
If you can just help us with that, we'll put it up, and then literally we'll put up a camera for Natalie.
And Natalie, we're going to come to Oz one of these days, and we're going to play. Which part of Oz are you from? Let us know there, because
I'm not going to come. Just Kurt. I'll write some of his jokes.
It always happens this way. I'm not going to come along, and then he's there on the show.
Yeah, because he's got nothing better to do. Yeah.
I literally have nothing to do. My kid. It's my kid weekend. I don't know if you know how it works when you don't have the other person.
Yes.
It's my weekend, so he's got some food. Okay. I gave him a meringue. I gave him a meringue and some meringue.
So Mark Lottering with his meringues.
And then he's got some TikTok and he's happy.
Excellent.
But by the way, do you know that since we're on the subject of meringues, nobody can extort the English language quite like other people can, because we can gooi the English language. We put a whole like French for colored people is.
No.
Well, bro, if I bought that letter, I'm saying it. I'm not gonna silent next, bro.
Go hit me with an example.
Example. My friend, he drives a fantastic car, a Peugeot. No Peugeot. French one. Peugeot. A cabriolet one. Cabriolet means like a Peugeot. No, my favorite chick is colored people, and it's like my favorite drink. Swips.
Swips.
With the S. Now I'm going, Firstly, like the ones you got in the background's
We
much
don't want to
better.
say.
But
Can you say Fits and Leads?
sweat? It's like that. The sh is on the wrong side.
way
That's
around.
wrong. So many different
How would
levels.
your friend say Fits and Leads?
Oh no, my favorite one is we were walking the dog in the forest the other day, and a coloured oak came past. I knew he was coloured because he had a limp, you know.
Yeah.
And he told me, "Yeah, this is most a nice dog you got here. It's a nice dog." I said, "Oh really?" He says, "Yeah, this is most a Labrador."
Labrador.
And then he found out, he realized that it was the wrong word. He said, "No, sorry, it was not a Labrador. It's a L station."
L station.
A gene pant. No, but the same person that tells you it's a gene pant also tunes you mornings.
Yeah, mornings.
Now you fucked up the English thing with the plural and the singular both times there.
They do.
I don't even know what to do with that.
Do you know where do you
No,
find
they
the dog?
actually call like use mustn't do that.
Like, they're also like hellos. It's a plural. There's no, it's just hello. And no matter how many of you are there. Hello, not hellos. Morning, morning, good morning. One, no matter how many of you are there.
Who was the character at the beginning that you were? What's his name?
Claude Smithers. Yeah, it's
Claude
like
Smithers. Where's he gone?
entertainer guy.
Why do you not stay in
he-
character, you know?
He's
We've stayed
he's-
as David
he's
Kurt.
Nervous. Oh, that's true. His name's
Stay
gone.
in character. I'm not really this type of guy.
You've done that the whole time. There we go.
Where's my other person? Comedians in
Okay,
cars,
so-
in Leeds.
and what's the other one? Esprit.
Oh, Esprit. Oh, Lotus Esprit.
No, that wine flavored orange juice. I remember that.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
A Lotus.
Those Esprits. Yeah, Lotus
And
Esprit like in
and
James
my
Bond.
favorite one, if you're going to go Italian, you go Alfa Romeo.
I love it. I
Kurt to
love
say
it.
Ferrari. Go.
Ferrari. Ferrari. As you got to pronounce it just like the
I
Italian.
don't like
Ferrari.
people. I don't
Oh,
like
for
people
gosh.
that go into an accent in the middle of the sentence. So they'll be talking to you like, "Yeah, we went to arts and we saw," and this guy came past, "The Ferrari." Like, when did you just turn Italian? Warn us.
No. Daniel, when he came past and he saw a Lamborghini.
And then
from
he-
the other side of the
Or the newsreaders that knew in Afrikaans. So they go, "Vanaand was daar iets uitgevind in Colombia,
in Buenos Aires.
in Buenos Aires, in Chile.
Por
En
favor.
Vanaand was daar 'n man wat in Namibia." No, man. It's Namibia. No matter what language it is.
We are going down to the Klerksdorp station.
Do you think there's a guy in Spain or in let's call it Cuba that doesn't know what he's singing? So we're like, "Despacito, pero sun is a bandarito, chitipatecito, eat the burrito." There's a guy in Cuba who's going, "Bandy sailor, captain, this man," and he has no idea what he's saying.
Yeah,
I promise you, Darren's ears is burning lank now, bro. Like,
Kurt Darren's changed his name to Dave Darren because of this.
He's changed his name. Oh, guys.
We're
Okay,
supposed
so
to go out for supper tonight. My child's hungry.
no, I know.
Can you wrap this up?
No, I'm not going to keep you much longer now. I just go. Who's most likely to go to jail? Who's other two of you? Who's
He's already-
most likely to go to jail?
bro, I'll tell you what, if the
Kurt's
cuck
got his
hits
hand
the
up.
fan, they'll come straight over to the colored guy and go, "What fucking doen jy hier?"
And I'm running. So how's this? You know, we're walking through to get my windscreens. The only place I
Yeah.
could find windscreens was in Grassy Park. So I take my coloured friend with me because I want to
Yes.
blend in with the locals. And then we go to a cup of coffee, and he's like, "I'm scared to walk here, bro." I'm like, if Kurt Schoonraad can't walk in Grassy Park, what does the world come to? My friend was once robbed by a lady that you pay for to have things with.
Oh
He
yes,
was robbed.
yes.
And he said,
Lady of the
and
night.
then she took my stuff, and I'm like, if you can't trust hookers anymore, like what is the world coming to?
Like, rugby will never be the same again if you can't trust the hooker anymore, bro.
We're gonna go for supper. Ask us one more. Who's gonna? I've been in a holding cell. And let me tell you,
Okay,
in the
yes.
holding stuff, for someone you just want someone to hold you that doesn't smell of weed.
Okay, I've got two. Gary's handing me two questions here that I want to do. I'm going to take two out of these. Yeah. Okay. Would you rather? It's the would you rather section. All right. Would you rather be without internet for a week or without your phone?
That is my life.
We got load shedding in this town like you won't believe, bro.
They stole my
You don't
phone.
have a choice in that question anymore.
They
As
stole my
much
phone.
as you like
They
as
took my
all of a
Wi-Fi.
sudden,
I was-
mid-sentence, you're like, poof,
Check here. Let me show you my internet.
is no. And mate, you didn't charge your phone that night either.
Is that your internet?
This is my internet. I was drawing diagrams. There's some porn. There's a logo that I made. This is a week without internet.
Do you know, here's a good question. You know what South Africa used before candles?
What?
Electricity, bro.
Oh no. Okay, I got it. Would you rather be stuck on an island alone or with somebody who talks incessantly?
Are you coming?
Okay. No. But I think if Kurt's there, it'll be the same.
Alone is overrated. Unless when you need to have a pool, for example. That's a problem.
Yeah.
There's that island with just that one tree over there is like a problem, you know?
Wait, I'm on an island alone. I'm on an island
alone, or you've got a choice. You can either go alone or you can go with a guy who talks incessantly.
Can I go with a guy, but can I bring lube?
That's too much. Oh, bro.
He's got his corner.
That's just not Christian.
It's a question. I'm asking.
Their children may be watching the show.
I don't think Natalie
Coleman.
Natalie's going to ask.
Come, Natalie Coleman. Which part of Oz do you live in? We want to come and do a tour there. Which part? Let us know. Drop us a comment there.
All right, so we're on the island. Very late.
All right. Would you rather have a hook in your hand or a peg leg?
I'm more of a hook kind of guy. Eh?
What?
I just want to run after you with my hook. I can't do that with a peg leg.
There's a famous quote.
You wouldn't catch me.
There's a famous quote which goes, "Aye, you wipe your bum carefully when you have a hook for a hand."
You're so right.
I
So you prefer a pig.
Hey,
Go with a pig.
you know what's weird? In Afrikaans, let's do it.
Do it.
Do it. Your birth is dead.
Is that a fit, Natalie?
Natalie, we come in a Perth. We come in a play there.
I'm from Bedford.
Lady
I
Brew.
will find you.
Come in.
I have a certain set of skills. I can bowl and I can do yukske. And I will find you.
Yeah.
And I will yukske with you.
I have a certain skill set. I will find you.
He has a question. I'll ask Kurt a question. What do you think is your biggest skill that 100% you can do now?
Drums. Give me drums.
It's a birth defect. Hey guys.
Hey.
Alcohol. Fetal alcohol syndrome.
That's made me bucks, brother.
That's not a skill. What is your skill, Gino, that you can do? You played drums earlier. Do you think you could do that for your life and make money?
Yeah, I did that for a while.
I can do this
At the moment, no. No. Okay, I've got two.
You drop me on an island. I can.
Yeah.
But 3 weeks later, I'll brew a beer for you.
Yes, you're a beer brewer. Brew. You're a beer brewer.
Drop me on an island.
Yes.
In 3 weeks later, I will brew your beer. Coconuts.
Wow.
And that's my friend's name on the island. I've already named him.
Coconuts in yourself.
He's like, he stopped talking after I showed him the lube. He's like, okay. And every time he talks, I take the lube. I'm like, really?
And then on Friday night, he says, drink this beer. It's going to get interesting later.
And he says, last time I drank this beer,
bombshell.
He's like, thank goodness you have the lube. Like, yeah, this island's really boring.
I love this island.
I miss Gino.
I'm here.
You're locked on the island with me.
Yeah.
Here's my first question. How's Thursdays for you? Here's a joke.
Bro, it used to be Thursdays always. What was the story with Thursdays?
The guys are they're pirates. They're pirates. It's quite a dirty joke. So they're pirates.
Okay.
And he says, what do we do on the? We get lonely. What do we do? He goes, well, there's a barrel there, and you just stick your thing in the barrel. you stick it on the barrel. So he goes, okay, that's lekker. So he does. He says, that was fantastic, man. Yes, that's lekker. So he's on the boat for a few more days. He goes, this is fantastic. He goes, oh, by the way, Thursday is your turn in the barrel. Woo!
Oh dear.
That's why I asked you, are you busy on Thursday?
Thursdays.
Shame, man.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
But next question.
All right. Okay, last two questions, last couple of questions. I always ask my guests on my show, the last question is always your proudest moment and your cuckest gig ever.
Oh, bro, my
So you
cuckest gig ever. I want to go first because mine was particularly
Okay.
cuck.
Oh, nice. I like it.
It was the mining in Daba about 5 years ago in South Africa over here. Like all the mining people from all over the planet get together on like a conferencey kind of vibe. And many of them, they're not speaking English. Yeah?
But listen, the lady that got him the gig, he said to her, listen, I need to talk to you about this thing. And she said, you do your job
and I'll do mine. And I was like, how much am I getting paid here, gang?
Yeah.
And she said, a lot of money. I went, I will do my job. Ready? So, bro, I shit you not. It was at the golfing estate outside in Hermanus over here. Arabella. Right? And I shit you not, some genius had set up this gig so that there was 3 big parties of like 150 people each, about 2 kilometers apart from each other, right? A big triangle. And you could walk in between these gigs and enjoy like 3 different themes for a fantastic
Oh, lovely.
And they comedy, bro, they put this Como Deluxe on a platform over the pool. No one could see or hear me. Nobody. I came on, did about 35 minutes, and left, and no one realized I was there. Nobody realized I was there. It was the cuckest gig, and it was worse than doing an online gig. At some stage, you can even see like 1 or 2 faces do this in the background. At that gig, I got fuck all, nothing, not a peep, bro, not even a creaky fucking nuts, bro.
My worst one happened in Worcester at the casino. I was booked through an agent. And when you get booked through an agent, if your normal fee is like 10 grand, with an agent it's 40. That was one of those fees. And
they're getting all that other money.
I drove to Worcester. They put me in a hotel. They get a Lilo for my kid, and I'm there, and it's a golf day. So I said to the guy, "Can I do the MC so I can control the golf day?" He's like, "No. We get a guy here. He does the golf prize giving. He does it." And this guy does his own comedy show, does the prize giving, does everything. He's not funny, but she also says, "Please keep it clean. Don't make any." The whole school. No racist, no sexist, no dirty, no. And it's me. So then he does a 4-hour prize giving. They do dinner after the prize giving. They bring me on at 11:15 when it's just a whole bunch. It's Worcester. These guys have been drinking Worcester sauce, which is brandy. Then I walk on stage and I go, so I'm getting the big fee, hey? It's proper. Then I walk on stage and I'm friendly. I go, "Hi guys, where are you from?" And the oud says, "As jy nie weet wie ons is nie, behoort jy nie hier te wees nie." So I'm like, okay. And I put the mic back in the stand and I went to my hotel. Best 40 grand I ever made.
Yes,
best gig I ever did. Gino, and I've got to say this. This is a friend of mine is a big superstar in Germany. He's
Michael Mittermeier.
No, not Michael Mittermeier. Anyway,
Didi Hauser.
Not this Doogie Hauser. No, it's like
Doogie.
This guy's called Xavier Naidoo. He's like a
very German name,
rock star type of guy. You know, it's very famous in Germany. Long story short, I went visiting over there. That day we had a concert. I went along, and then about half an hour into it, he goes, "Hey Kurt, do you want to go and do like 15 minutes in front of these guys here?" And there were like 20,000 people, my bro.
Jeez,
and I went, "Yeah, okay, enough, yeah."
Of course you did.
Hookah bro. And he goes on stage and he goes, "Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is a friend of mine from South Africa. Please give it up for Kurt Schoonraad, bro, I come up there and I did 15 minutes about Germans, 2 Germans, and they laughed for 15 minutes, 20,000 of them. I walked off there feeling like a superstar, dude.
Yeah,
that was my best gig. That was my best.
No, that's amazing.
Sorry, the same thing. A best gig is always when you're there and they go, "Do you want to do 5 minutes? Do you want to talk?"
Yeah.
Because there's no pressure. You're not getting paid. You're just there. And I was at a wedding and someone spotted me and said, "Can you just can you talk to the people because there's like a lull. They're taking the photos and no one knows what to do."
Yeah.
So I went up and took the mic and said, "I've been asked to say a few words." Half an hour later, the best comedy I've ever done, never filmed. No one knows about it. I was hilarious at some stranger's wedding, doing the best show I've ever done that no one gets to see.
Yeah, I know. Isn't
By the
it
way,
like that?
someone filmed that 20,000 people gig, bro. I gotta send you a clip. You gotta check.
I love
That's
it.
the proudest moment.
That's my proudest moment, dude.
To make Germans laugh for one is something special. You know what I mean?
You get Germans to laugh for 20 minutes, you can retire, my brother. It's done. Tick all the boxes. Klaar gelacht.
Oh man, oh that's fantastic. Thank you guys, man. Thank you so much for coming on. I don't want to keep.
Your proudest moment is when your kid was born. But that's a cliche. It's like when I was
That's
given
always-
the kid, they were all
always
filled with
the case.
this white fluidy powder poo. The girl had just been cut up through the sunroof. There were people there that were not being paid by medical aid. They were paid by me. So there's no pride. I was like, "What are you doing here? What is your actual job in this room?" I'm the anaesthetist. So well, fuck off now and take your machine with you. This is not covered by Discovery. So there was no pride when the kid was born. Here's where it was. It was at a birthday party when he was 3, and all the kids were trying to do their things. And he picked up a bicycle. 2 and a half. He picked up a bicycle and he got on it and he rode off on the bicycle. I'm like, I just saved 18.50 on training wheels.
Yes. Oh, excellent. You gotta love that. You gotta love, your kids can do all sorts for you.
You still have it.
You have those moments where you have this incredible fear when they're first born. Like you're walking around the house trying to fix something. You're fixing the cupboard doors, and then you need some screws from Builder's Warehouse. So then you get in the car, you go up the road. And as you're going up the road, you look at the window and you realize you left a child in the cot alone at home. And you stop and you go back in the garage and you realize that your life is over.
Yeah. The next few comments are from child welfare.
Yeah.
By the way, sorry, I've got to say something of you. Natalie Coleman, you said we have some connections to get you here to Oz. Please drop us
excellent.
an email here, please.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Contact at kurt.co.za. We'd love to come to Oz. And, we will accept any help you can throw us.
We want to live there.
Please. Contact at kurt.co.za.
Is there obs in Perth? In Oz?
I would like marry you.
We'll call the show From Obs to Oz.
That's a great title. Excellent. Best of luck, guys, with your tour to Oz. I can't wait.
Thank you
so much.
We still got to do the garden dude first.
We still got to go.
Yeah, we still go. Yeah. We're coming to Thai Boss.
All right,
Thai Boss.
My child is not eaten. So this interview is
absolutely.
Gino, thank you very much for the fantastic hospitality, online hospitality.
Go fetch your kid at Builder's Warehouse.
Can I just say thanks to Gino, please?
And Gary.
And Philippa, and Natalie, and Linda, and all of us.
Emil.
Thank you very much for playing. And it's been so lekker chatting to you, even though this has only been between the three of us, really. And I mean that in a good Christian way, like my mom should approve. Yeah. But thanks for watching, and it's so lekker to have you all on board. Cheers.
Thanks for fetching.
Absolutely.
I want to thank Kurt for fetching the cable for the Mac.
Oh, thank you, Kurt, for fetching the cable. Lekker, guys. We'll see you up in PE soon. And best of luck for your Neisner gig on the 25th, 26th in PE. And I think it's and then the other one which you're going to let us know in the comments later, where the one in Pringle and Unklip. I'll say.
Thank you, Gino. It's been an absolute pleasure. Cheers, bro.
And it's excellent. Grizel Hart all the way from PE as well, saying thanks. And we're going to have a competition now. Guys, you guys are going to stick you guys backstage. Thanks, Ben. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you.
And we've got a Fitch and Leads competition, ladies and gentlemen. Now you can win a case of Fitch and Leads. I'm going to go over to the drum cam because you know the drill. It's a song. I want the song in the comments. I want the name of the artist and then the song in the comments, and then you can win Fitch and Leads. And then thank you so much to Kurt and Dave, fantastic maniacs. And, all right, so stick it in the comments, and then you can win a case of Fitch and Leads. Let's see who's going to win it. Gentlemen, drink over. The show's over and it's time to say goodbye. All right, here we up. We have a winner, Wendy Thompson. Congratulations, Wendy. You are the winner tonight. Woo. I don't know if Wendy's won before. I can't remember. You'll have to tell us, Wendy. All right, spend the night with me. I see Sade has also got the answer. Yo! Your tank with glee. Wendy, you'll have to tell us if you won before. I can't remember. Otherwise, Sade, you may have won as well. We'll see who's done it. Woo! Thank you very much to Kurt Schoonraad and to Dave Levinsohn. Don't forget to go to the Music Kitchen. Catch them on the 26th. On the 26th of March. That's coming up soon. Woo! Thank you to Spa. Thank you to Fitch and Leads. And thank you to Amobia for the internet. And we'll see you on Tuesday. On Tuesday, we'll see you. All right. Sade! Woo!
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. One drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver, get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino shot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
All right, so Sade, you're the winner. Thank you very much. We'll see you on Tuesday. We've got Sia from the Boardwalk. We're going to hear all about the Boardwalk. Thank you for joining us. Woo-ka-doo.